What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So, if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation. Anything that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. All right, man. Oh boy, we got a spicy topic today to go over and discuss in the land of Xbox. Specifically today, it's mainly on Xbox because the information that we're gathering right now is not looking too good. And this is something that I've said numerous times before when it comes to Microsoft and what they're doing in the console space right now. I just feel like they need to put in more effort. They need to really try to be more aggressive because right now, as we speak, Sony, when you look at what they're doing in almost every region right now, like Sony is leading the charge, right? And at the same time, if you really want to stay in the console space, you have to put forth that same effort as well. Because at the end of the day, the end goal is to sell games, right? That's it. Sell games and sell consoles because you're in the market. You're in the market for it. So you need to care and you need to be pushing consoles, period. End of story, right? And I know that this is not the generation that we grew up on. You know, PS3, Xbox 360 generation, like that is completely under. And now we have a completely different scope in terms of Microsoft's end goal and their vision for gaming right now. It's more of like, yeah, we want to be everywhere, right? You know, every screen is an Xbox and you're pulling slowly and slowly away. And what's going to happen is it's going to start affecting the games more and more. Like more and more games are going to start getting affected where it's either going to just skip Xbox entirely or, you know, most people are just not going to be able to pick this stuff up. You know what I mean? Like they have other platforms that they're going to be buying the stuff on. Plus two, Nintendo. Nintendo with the Switch. This is not a joke. Nintendo with the Switch 2 right now coming up. Oh man, they are fixing to mop the floor with the competition because you already know Nintendo, Switch literally did almost 150 million units, which is literally insane at this point, right? So, and the ceiling is still there. People are still buying Switches, not as much as they used to, but people know that, Nintendo's coming out with a successor real soon. And so that's fixing to be crazy altogether. And you know, when you look at the European market, when you look at the Asian market, when you look at the Western market, like Nintendo is checking all those boxes. Sony as well. You know what I mean? Microsoft, on the other hand, you know the areas where you're weak in, right? You need to be able to, you need to push more. You need to advertise more. You need to be more aggressive. I don't know how many more times I have to say this because at the end of the day, numbers don't lie. We looked at these numbers. From their recent earnings call, down 42%. You know what I mean? Last quarter, same thing, down 42%. So not 42%, but it was down, right? So Xboxes are not selling like they are supposed to, right? And that's because people realize like, well, I don't really have to buy an Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to buy an Xbox. I don't. And so in that regard, it's like, okay, well, being that I don't have to buy an Xbox, then what's the point? Right? I'm not going to sit there and buy one if I don't have to. And so it's just like with that idea in mind, it's like, okay, well, these are the results, right? And you have developers are saying, hey, listen, there's no point because we know that our games are not going to sell well. You know what I mean? Especially if it's developers that are in the region that Microsoft is struggling in. That's a problem. That's a freaking problem, because there's nothing that me and you are going to be able to do about delays. Like, we're always going to have delays, right? I see some people are getting mad about Avowed getting delayed. Listen to me, man. Listen, it is what it is. Like, most people were kind of iffy on Avowed anyway, and saying that Avowed ain't my cup of tea and blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that. Right? Now you mad that they delayed the game. Why? Why are you mad? You know what I mean? Most of y'all weren't even looking forward into this doggone game anyway. So why the heck are you mad for? I don't understand the hypocrisy in gaming at all. Like, I just don't freaking get it. Some of y'all looked at Avowed. Oh yeah, it looks too cartoony. Oh yeah, the enemy types I don't like. I don't even like. Skip. Right? But now Microsoft came out, revealed the full lineup for 2024 and beyond, and you guys are still freaking upset. And most of these games, some of y'all ain't even gonna play. Right? So at the end of the day, it's like, hey man, Microsoft is doing a better job when it comes to their games lineup than previous years. Because 2022, they didn't have a darn thing. You know, we had Big Phil came out apologizing. Oh, sorry, we ain't got no first party games, right? A lot of people was mad, big mad at that point, you know, because they had zero, right? 2023 came around. They drop a few exclusives. All right. Now, granted, the situation with Redfall, the situation with Starfield, you know, being buggy, being glitchy, you know, stuff like that. But hey, they still had games out. Right? Not as much as probably they would like, because all the bigger stuff is still currently in development right now, and it's taking a lot of time to iron out and get polished and put out there. Plus, too, I think Microsoft is walking on eggshells right now because they don't want to make the same mistake over and over and over again. Right? So while we even talked about this the last stream, some of y'all got mad at me, but it is what it is, right? Like I said, hey, some of y'all were saying, oh, all these games ain't got no release dates. And I'm like, yeah, I get bumped out too when there's no release dates. But the reality is this, right? Is that, yeah, we all want these games to come out. We want to play these games. But at the same time, it's like, what if they give you a release date and then they don't hit, they don't follow through on their promise? Then that becomes a problem. So some of you guys criticize the Xbox Showcase for not having any release dates. Oh, it's a bunch, like, most people would never be happy. I swear. Most people will never be happy in life. Never be happy, because there's always something to complain about. So make yourself happy. Get in. I always say, get in where you fit in, right? Make yourself happy, find something to fall in love with and play and have a merry time. But at the same time, some of y'all criticize. You see Microsoft, they're at least trying. That's the whole takeaway from this whole conversation right now, is that Microsoft is at least trying right now, right? They might not be trying enough like you want them to, but they're at least putting in the effort in terms of the games. We ain't talking about the hardware segment yet. Oh, we're going to dig into the hardware segment. I'm talking about the software side of things, right? This is probably one of the best years out of this entire generation next to 2021 for Microsoft. Okay? So when you look at that, and when you also look at the scale of the games that they have, the lineup, the train of games that they have, and the train of studios that they have, they're in the best position right now in terms of software. All right. In terms of hardware, not so much. And that is an area that they've been lacking in since the Xbox One generation. So dang if you do, dang if you don't. But some of y'all sit there and complain. Oh, it's just too many CGI trailers and no release dates and this and that. Like, bro, if the game is not ready, these people are learning from their mistakes. Putting a release date on something that they have done in the past and game needs more time to cook, you still get mad when the game gets delayed. So you can't win with people. You just cannot friggin' win. So no release dates. Yeah, it sucks. I even say it sucks. We don't have any releases, but at least we know the game is cooking, right? And when the game comes out, it comes out. So giving Microsoft full credit for delivering one of the best showcases of this generation, hands down. The king is Microsoft right now when it comes to Xbox, when it comes to showcase, not even just Xbox, when it comes to showcases. Because we haven't had a proper showcase from Sony since 21. Since 2021. That was the last good PS5 showcase. Don't make the rules. Okay? That's my opinion. Okay? So, in that regard, a lot of this stuff, if Sony does give us a showcase this year, it's going to be a bunch of stuff that we ain't getting no release dates on. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me because we have both sides. Oh, we ain't got no release dates. Oh, showing a bunch of CGI trailer. Dog, it's going to be the same thing Sony's going to do. If Sony gives us a PS5 showcase, we're going to get a bunch of games with no friggin' release dates. They're probably going to show off Wolverine if we see Wolverine. We ain't going to get no release date for that. Okay? What's Ghost of Tsushima 2, we probably ain't even going to see that game. And if we do see it, we probably ain't going to get no release date. We're probably going to get a release window. A lot of the stuff for 2025 and maybe 2026, no release date. So, there you go. Same thing with Sony. Ain't going to be no different. Now, I will say, the lineup of games that Sony have for 2024 is more than what Xbox have, right? If you look at it from that particular scale, a lot of people even saying the same thing. But regardless of that, the biggest problem right now for Microsoft is the hardware. Notice one of the biggest things that Microsoft is saying yay about is making more money, right? With this whole Activision Blizzard King deal. Like, yeah, their revenue is up in terms of content. Hello, in terms of content and services. Okay? Not hardware. Content and services. And what did Satya said? What Xbox Big Boss said? I mean, Microsoft Big Boss said? What did he say? Oh, wow. We're looking better than ever right now. We got 500 million monthly active users. What does that tell you? That Microsoft does not care about hardware. Their biggest focus right now, take this how you want to take it, because the truth is the truth. Microsoft does not care about hardware. Their biggest focus right now is content, services, and monthly active users, mobile, cloud, hello, and PC. That is it. They don't care about hardware. And this is a problem. On top of that, the casuals as well. So you can throw them in there too. The casuals in there too. They don't care about hardware. And we're going to see more and more developers are going to skip Xbox entirely because of that. Because who's going to sit there and put their games on a console if the developer is in that specific region and the Xbox console is not selling so well? That makes no sense. Why would you put your game on a console that is not selling well in the region that you're from? So if you are in the Asian region right now, say you're a developer in Asia somewhere, I don't care where, Hong Kong, Japan, wherever you are, you guys know China, wherever you are, right? And if you're a developer over there, chances are it's going to be hard for you to put your game on Xbox because Xbox don't sell well in Asia. Xbox don't sell well in freaking Europe. That is a problem because the problem is Microsoft is throwing in the towels and saying, yeah, we going to stop. I guess you guys didn't pay attention to the reports that we were getting. Oh, Microsoft is pulling, shut up, shut your mouth, 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 shut your mouth. Microsoft is pulling advertisement. Microsoft is pulling advertisement away from their consoles in Europe, in other regions that they're struggling in. And my takeaway from this whole thing is like, why? And then they're saying, well, Sony is better than us. Sony, those guys, they got better marketing money. You're Microsoft. You're a $1 trillion company. My whole thing is like, bro, you're struggling in Europe. You're struggling in Asia. Push. You got all the power in your hands now. You got Activision Blizzard. You got Game Pass. You got all this crap. Push. If Sony can do it, you can do it too. I'm tired of these freaking excuses, man. They can do it. They can give Sony a run for their money in the hardware space. Microsoft just don't want to because they don't care no more. When you stop caring, bro, it shows in your actions. Facts. You guys know I'm speaking facts. You see what I'm saying? They just don't want to because they're looking at it like, why should we? Why should we? Sony's going to sell more. Oh, and Nintendo is going to mop the floor. They're literally going to mop the floor. Nintendo with that Switch 2, fixing to move units like never before. It's a freaking shame. It's a doggone shame that Microsoft is easing up off the gas in the console space. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to start caring about what I'm saying real quick, because if you're in Europe right now, if you're in Asia right now, you should be feeling it right now because Microsoft is not doing well in those regions. And, more and more developers are going to come out and say, nope, we're skipping. Look at the Black Myth Wukong. Now, let's dig into the meat and potatoes of this freaking show because I'm about to turn this up. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. This is a bonus stream. You guys know me very well. I don't stream on Sunday, so this is a bonus. So if you want to see more bonus streams like this, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Share the stream. Retweet the stream. All that good stuff. Let's go. Listen to me very carefully right now. Look at the disgrace that we have going on right now. Marlon, what you talking about? I'll tell you. Let me bring you up to speed. The fact that Black Myth Wukong is not launching on Xbox, that stings. Hello? That stings. What the? Like, bro, you got an Xbox console and okay, it's launching on PS5. You don't have a PS5. Okay. Well, you stuck like Chuck. Okay, well, do you at least have a PC? Hello? Do you have a PC? No, I don't have a PC. Well, you're stuck. You got an Xbox, you can't play Black Myth Wukong. You just cannot. Right? So now you're feeling left out. Right? Okay. There are other games that are just going to be skipping Xbox entirely, right? And you want to play it as an Xbox console user and you cannot. All because Microsoft is like, yeah, nobody's buying our console in Europe. Nobody's buying our console in Asia. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and give up. We're going to give up. We're going to pull marketing. We're not going to market it. We're not going to market the Xbox console here as much. We're just going to pull all the marketing push and we're just going to just be done with this region instead of putting more forth effort, instead of opening up more studios or going to those specific studios and see what they can do to make improvements. Microsoft can do better in Europe. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, Microsoft can do better in Asia, right? For years, people have been saying, Microsoft suck in Japan. They suck in freaking China. You see what I'm saying? They suck in Europe. Like, bro, it's not hard. Push. You see what I'm saying? You got Activision on your side now. You got Bethesda. You got all these but push. Stop freaking giving up. That's what pissed me off during that kind of funny interview with Phil Spencer. That defeated kind of mindset. Oh, yeah, we're okay in third place. oh, we're not the green guys that's trying to go blue. In other words, we're not PlayStation. Like, that's poor freaking excuse. Instead of pushing and putting effort, like, you shouldn't just be settling to take an L. You should not be. And it's listen. It's the hardware revenue segment will continue to suffer. Hardware will continue to suffer. Going into the new generation, it's going to be the same thing. All this Zen 5 architecture, technical leap moving forward, it's going to be the same thing, just new hardware. If Microsoft does not buckle down and say, you know what, we're in this race. We're not just going to be casually in this race between us and Sony. We're going to be aggressive in this race. Because right now, Sony is aggressive in this race. They want to sell consoles, right? Regardless, the bigger stuff for Sony is not until 2025. But at the same token, at the same time, Sony still got games coming out this year. It might not be what you want, but there are 6 games coming out this year for PlayStation 5. So there you go on that one, right? Last year, Sony dropped the ball on their PS5 showcase. This year, we don't know a darn thing if we're getting one or not. We don't have a clear roadmap for 20. Like, Sony got their issues too, but Sony is still dominating in the console space. Nintendo coming out with new hardware. They fixing to dominate the console. They're probably going to sell even way more than PS5s next year. PS5s would not be able to touch Switch 2 next year. Oh, that's going to be an uphill battle because guess what, buddy? The pressure is going to be on and popping. The pressure is going to be on Microsoft and it's going to also be on Sony. All right. It ain't just Microsoft because Nintendo is going to be a big threat come next year, 2025. I'm telling you that's the amount of catalog of games Nintendo have up their arsenal right now. And the amount of games that they're going to have new IPs. They're going to have sequels to all of their Nintendo franchises. Let me stop right there, so. Let me stop right there, so. They're going to sell like nobody's tomorrow. So I'm telling you this right now. Sony gonna have to up their game. They better make sure the lineup of games that they have for 2025 is going to be moving consoles like no tomorrow. I'm telling you that right now. On top of that, Microsoft as well. Microsoft has a lot of work to do in the console space. They do. But unfortunately, bro, I understand why, because, well, they want to be the value box, right? They want to give gamers more options. There's nothing wrong with that. You can still listen. You can still give gamers more options, right? You can still give gamers more options and still dominate in the areas where you need to dominate in. You can still say every screen is an Xbox and still dominate in the areas where you need to dominate in. Facts. You understand what I'm saying? It sucks as an Xbox fan. It sucks so bad. I'm sitting here thinking about it and I'm like, where's Black Myth Wukong for Xbox?
Activision Blizzard was supposed to be their greatest weapon in the video game market. What's the point in purchasing them and making all of them sacrifices if they're gonna completely give up? Question mark.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Listen, Me World. Thank you for the $1. Listen. It is their biggest weapon because when they bought Activision Blizzard King, they took away one of the most valuable thing from their rival. Marlon, what are you talking about? Call of Duty. Call of Duty is all Sony cared about. They didn't care about no other Activision Blizzard King game. All they care about was Call of Duty. So yeah, that was a weapon for them. That is huge for them because they took away Call of Duty, right? Because that was making Sony so much money. On top of that, you also have to factor in Game Pass, You also have to factor in monthly active users, which is literally like 4 times what it was before. You also got to factor in mobile. That's one of the biggest reasons why they bought Activision Blizzard King, was because of the mobile segment. All right. And cloud as well. Those are the biggest reasons why. And taking away Call of Duty from their rival. They literally almost crippled Sony. Look at Sony right now. Right? Sony is struggling to get their foot through the door when it comes to multiplayer. Are you all hearing what I'm saying right now? Microsoft literally crippled their rival because Sony, we saw Sony come down to their knees begging to not let this deal go through. Begging the industry to vote to not let this deal go through. You guys know that already. Call of Duty is the biggest threat. Right now, Sony had no choice. Jim Ryan had no choice but to bow down and say, you know what? We don't have no choice here. At first, Jim was like, not signing that freaking contract. I don't care about your 10-year deal. Keep your 10-year deal. Keep your freaking contract. Then Jim realized, oh freaking heck, I don't have a choice. So I got to sign that contract. That's what I'm saying. So Microsoft still has the edge because they have Activision Blizzard King. And guess what, buddy? All those games are their IPs now. So that makes Microsoft a threat in the software segment. All Sony got is their exclusive deals and their exclusive games. That's all Sony got. When it comes to Activision Blizzard King, only thing Sony cares about is one game. That is it. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to let you guys know is that dang if you do, dang if you don't. Right at this moment right now, yes, Microsoft is in the best position ever since the Xbox 360 generation. Microsoft had more games on Xbox One than they do right now. Microsoft, you don't understand what I'm saying. Look it up. This is all facts. Microsoft is lagging behind the Xbox One generation in terms of hardware. They're lagging behind the 360. All right? A 15 plus year old console, right? They're lagging behind both their generation with this generation, right? So what does that tell you? And then at the same time, Microsoft is like, yeah, we don't really care because we got Activision Blizzard King now, right? We are Gucci because the future for us is cloud.
Thanks for the dono.
The future for us is mobile.
Yay, COD really hurt Sony on a whole level. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
That's the truth. You can't make it up. Thank you so much for the $10. You can't make that up. You can't make it's the truth. They brought Sony to their knees with that deal, with taking away call. Because I'm telling you, Microsoft got tired of Sony having all those time exclusivity deals when it comes to third party. You know, they got all these deals, not even just third party, first party, and second party. All these exclusive deals. They had if you look at the court documents, over 200 plus exclusive games, right? And Microsoft was making a case to the FTC like, look, they got more exclusive games than us. You see what I'm saying? So can you pardon us a bit? Can you loosen up the cuffs on my wrists a little bit? Like, I mean, they got more exclusive games, more exclusive deals. Their money had in a whole bunch more games than us. We don't have anything really. We have Bethesda, but hey, you know, we need this Activision Blizzard King deal because we want every screen to be an Xbox and we want to give gamers more choices to play their games. So, hey, why the heck not? This is what it is. This is what it boils down to. So Microsoft, to them, they don't care. Yeah, Sony is whooping our butts in the console space, but we don't care. We don't give a doggone. Because at the end of the day, we got Sony right where we want them. Sony is struggling to make a Call of Duty a showstopper right now. I mean, what have we got from Sony in the multiplayer segment? Come on, I'm waiting. The only thing that Sony got going on right now is Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 ain't like what it used to be. You guys know I'm telling the truth. You know how I get down. You know I'm going to always speak the truth from my heart. They don't have nothing else. They don't have anything else, right? Because Concord, not even close. Concord is a fun game. It's a decent game, but it ain't no Call of Duty.
Thanks for the dono.
It's not.
If Xbox completely bails, that isn't a good thing. If people hate PlayStation being complacent now, it'll be much worse.
Thank you.
Just wait.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark. This is why guys like me exist. This is why I'm always going to be the mouthpiece for our community. This is why I'm always going to speak up. We need competition. This is why it pisses me off right now, because Sony is so laid back, right? Sony don't have to, because Sony feels like they don't have any competition. That's a problem. Some of you dudes who are sitting there saying, oh, Microsoft needs to pack up their suitcase and leave. No, we need Microsoft here. This is why I'm sitting here sweating and saying, Microsoft, you need to push. You need to push in the console space. Don't give up. Push. Because I'm telling you, if y'all think it's bad now, if Microsoft goes away, it's over. Because Sony is going to feel so comfortable. You can't compare Nintendo with Sony. Sony ain't looking at Nintendo as a problem. They're looking at Microsoft as a problem. If Microsoft goes away, you think it's bad now? Just wait until if Microsoft goes away. We got a massive problem on our freaking hands. If Microsoft becomes a Sega and they're out of the console space, we are in deep trouble. We are up crap creek. I can't even speak. Crap creek without a freaking paddle. We're stuck because we can't paddle. We literally stuck. We don't want that. This is why I'm advocating day in and day out. Come on, Microsoft. When I heard the reports about them giving up in Europe and all this about, oh, we're going to be pulling our advertisement. No, you do not. No, don't do it. Push. Bro, when I was in high school and middle school, my basketball coach, even when you're tired and you feel like your heart's about to fall out, he's like, no, push.
Thanks for the dono.
Marlon, what is your thoughts on Xbox consoles? With everything going on with consoles, do you think they will shimmy away from consoles entirely?
Microsoft, I can see them pulling away from consoles. Sony, no. Sony is going to keep on doing consoles. I don't think, that's just my opinion. I think eventually, after this generation coming up, I think, Microsoft is going to be like, yeah, we good now. We Gucci now. We got Activision Blizzard King. We're dominating in the cloud space. We're dominating in the mobile space. You see what I'm saying? We got the best subscription in the game right now. The best gaming subscription service in the game. We're good. We don't need to do no more consoles. So I think after this Xbox, I could be wrong. After this next Xbox, I think that's going to be it for Microsoft. Considering revenue is down quarter after quarter. Like, it's only so long you can go on for, but I don't want that. Because if Sony, that's what's going to happen, bro. The inevitable is going to happen to where it's like, well, now it's only Sony, bro. Unless somebody else come in the game, we are in trouble. We are in massive trouble. This is not a joke. This is probably the most serious stream that I'll ever do in my entire career. This is not a game. If you think it's bad now with Sony not saying nothing, not coming out or anything, it's going to only get worse. Sony already feel like they have no competition, right? They feel alone in this space. What do you think is going to happen when Microsoft ease up completely off the gas and walk away? Big no, big trouble. No, man, I don't want that. I know nothing will ever compare to PS3 and 360 generation. That's over with. But at the same time, I need Microsoft to be more aggressive. Microsoft is doing a great job right now with their software lineup. I'm excited. Look at the last stream that we had. watching that THQ event. We looked at trailers after trailers after trailers after trailers. And I was like, oh my God. Expedition 33, Gears of War E-Day, Perfect Dark, State of Decay 3, Fable, Stalker 2. Come on, guys, help me. I can't just be the only one. There are so many games in development right now. I'm excited about these games. You see what I'm saying? But the problem is, and the problem will always be with Microsoft, is the quality and them utilizing the actual Xbox Series X to its fullest potential. That's it. And Microsoft is showing us evidence at that Xbox showcase that they understand that, hey, we need to push quality. Now, granted, some of y'all saying, well, Marlon, how do you know if those games are actually running on Xbox Series X? I mean, we don't, but at the same time, we can only hope. We can only hope that these games are going to look the best and play the best on Xbox consoles. We can only hope. This is a problem, guys. I don't want Sony to feel like. Let me say this. Let me say this. I've been doing this I'm a veteran, guys. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for 17 years. As long as the PS3 existed, I've been doing this. Listen to me. After the PS3 generation, Sony was feeling themselves. Okay? Sony was feeling themselves. Sony was cocky. You see what I'm saying? Cocky and all this and that during the PS4. We don't want that same Sony again. We don't want that same Sony again, just feeling like, oh, we untouchable, we unstoppable. No. We want Sony to fight. Fight as much as Microsoft is fighting. We need an even playing field. We don't need Sony to feel like they on top. Because if Sony feels like they on top, we are going to get less efforts from Sony. Sony going to keep on doing what they've been doing. Not saying nothing to us. Making stuff that we ain't asking for. Y'all think this is a joke. Y'all going to start caring when stuff hits the fan. Y'all think this is a game. I'm serious. Some of you PlayStation dudes, oh, well, Sony making all these remasters and remakes and nobody is asking for. Sony's making these woke multiplayer live service games that nobody is asking for. What the heck is wrong with Sony? I'm telling you.
Hey, Marlon. These young gamers don't understand. A lazy Sony is a bad thing.
Thank you so much, bro. Tron, listen to me. Y'all think this is a game. We don't want Sony to get comfortable. This is bad, man. When I saw this news, I said, man, I have to make a stream. I've been busy today doing a lot of stuff. And I said, nope, I have to come on here and talk and let my voice be heard and let y'all voice be heard too. This is not a game. This is not something to laugh about. This is serious business. If Sony gets comfortable, we are toast. We are cooked if Sony gets comfortable. And right now, they're already feeling comfortable right now. That's a problem. Microsoft needs to continue to make them feel uncomfortable. Just like how they made them feel uncomfortable with COD, they need to do the same. Come on, come on, guys. Do I need to turn this up a notch? Hold up, man. The same way how Microsoft made Sony felt uncomfortable begging for Call of Duty, they need to apply those same tactics into the console space. Make Sony beg. Make Sony fight and claw their way too. Sony got it way too easy right now. PS5s are selling like raindrops out the sky. Just like literally, like it's just like they don't have a problem selling consoles. They don't. And that's because they feel like, well, we got the better games anyway. We got the better exclusives anyway. You know, we comfortable. We ain't got to push. I mean, I hear you guys. Oh, we need a PS5 showcase. Oh, I hear you guys. We need a clear roadmap for 2025. Nah, we gonna talk when we feel like talking. Nah. No. 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 That's not good. That's not good. Oh, we'll talk when we feel like talking. Because they don't have, nothing is pushing them to, guys. Nothing is pushing them to. Microsoft is not forcing their hand right now. So they feel like, oh yeah, well, so what? It's long overdue. Microsoft should have been delivered a great showcase. That's not going to force us. Half of that stuff ain't got no release dates. That's not going to force us to show our hand. Sony like, bro, we dominate in this space right now. Like we ain't got to come out swinging. We ain't got to prove ourselves, bro. We've been dominating this space. Are you crazy in your brains? Like we Sony, dog. We big dogs around here. You know what I'm saying? Like we going to stay in the shadows like we've always been. We ninjas at the end of the day. We only come out when we feel like coming out. And we don't care what nobody can make us do nothing that we don't want to do. I'm telling you, that's the mindset of Sony. Sony does not care because they feel like, why should we? Why should we? We might not be where we want to be in terms of units sold for PS5 because we kind of over ambitiously aim for a higher amount of units sold the last quarter, and we didn't hit that quite. Obviously, because the bigger stuff is not coming out until 2025, but that's okay. We're still selling more than Xbox. That's a problem, y'all. Anyways, I just had to get that off my chest because what we're about to read right now should be a massive L to the Xbox community. And if you don't look at this as an L, more and more developers are going to come out and say, we're skipping Xbox. And then y'all going to start to care. Y'all think this is a joke. This is a serious problem that we have in gaming right now, is that Microsoft is giving a blind eye to consoles. And that is not good. Time after time after time, events after events after events. Why do you think interviewers are pushing and insinuating, what's up with Xbox consoles? I mean, what are you doing for Xbox? Why do you think they're doing that? Look at the Marvel versus Capcom situation, the Marvel versus Capcom collection situation. Whatever. Y'all think this is a joke. When more and more games start skipping Xbox, then some of y'all are going to really care. This is sad, bro. This is sad. We didn't sign up for this doggone generation for games to be skipping the console. We signed up for this generation to play games on both platforms. This is not a game. This is not a game. This sucks. For those of you with Xbox consoles that are like, oh, shoot, I can't even play this game. When is it even coming out? Oh, nope, sorry, no release date. We don't know nothing. Oh, sorry, go buy a PS5. You see what I'm saying? That's a problem, and that's how Sony is going to continue to win.
Anyone championing platforms to go away should be ashamed. Competition is best. The best era of Sony is when they had to fight. Silent Sony I hate.
Thank you so much. That's the type of donations I want to see. Exactly. Man. Real quick before we put a timestamp on what we're about to talk about. Listen. The best and greatest generation ever. When Microsoft and Sony was going head to head was not PS2 and Xbox. It was the 360 and PS3. Man, oh man, they gave Sony a run for their money. I mean, they mowed Sony down, bro. They literally did. That's what I'm talking about. Pound for pound, hit for hit. You know what I mean? Blow for blow, haymaker for haymaker. You know, dodging. You know what I mean? For dodging. Everything is matched perfectly. And Sony sitting there fighting. That's what I want to see. Because when Sony's backs is against the wall, that's when they're most dangerous, because now they realize, oh shoot, Microsoft ain't playing. You know what I mean? Now it ain't time to be on the ropes. It's time to fight. You see what I'm saying? Now Sony feel like, shoot, we don't need to fight. What the heck? You know, Microsoft throwing jabs here and there. Sony like, this generation, they're like, like, bro, you're not connecting. So it's like, we don't need to fight back. You know what I mean? We Ali right now. We just gonna let you throw blows. Tie it out yourself. Hell at Microsoft. Microsoft coming. I'm using the game of boxing right now. Microsoft coming in with these power shots. Because when you think about, this is just how I look at it. When you think about boxing, when you think about Xbox, I think about Mike Tyson, young Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? Iron Mike, right? When you think about PlayStation or this generation, you think about Ali. See what I'm saying? No. I'm gonna let you tire yourself out. Come on, Iron Mike. Come on. Get up in there. We know you like to get up close. Throw them jabs. Come on, tire yourself out. Soon as you tired yourself out, bam, you done. Now what? You throwing all them wild punches. You know what I mean? All them heavy, you tired now. That's because I've been making you work all this time. Now we fixing to come up and clean everything up now. Now we're cleaning you up now. Nah, man, listen, bro. This is what's happening this generation. Microsoft is already throwing in the towels and be like, we don't need to fight. We okay in last place. We okay in third place. You see what I'm saying? Phil even went on ahead to say, this is one of the biggest I don't think y'all listen to what this man said. This is one of the biggest generation to lose was the PS4 and the Xbox One generation. That's what, go replay it. That's what that man said. That man said the biggest generation to lose was the PS4 and Xbox One because they know Sony whooped them in the PS4 and Xbox One generation. Fast forward into this generation, they still losing. And you're telling me that you're complacent? You're telling me like, oh, we're okay. No, you're not. Because you're gonna go through this entire generation and it's just like, oh, okay. Yeah. Nah, bro. Competition at the end of the day is good for business. Good for any business. You need competition because if you just have one company or one person doing that specific thing, they're going to do whatever they want to do. You understand what I'm saying? Just like this. If you live in, say, a state where there's just one grocery store and there's no other grocery store there, guess what? They're going to feel like they're on top of their game and they're going to charge whatever they want to charge. And nobody is going to be able to say otherwise. Nobody should complain otherwise because ain't no competition. Look at NBA 2K. Prime example. No competition. I looked at the gameplay that they showed off for NBA 2K. You know what I mean? 2025. It looks the same way. Talking about precision shots and you can shoot this way and you can shoot that way with the ball. Over 900 animations. Nobody cares about no doggone animations. It's the same doggone game. Same doggone game year after year. Prime example. Perfect example of what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Like Microsoft is NBA Live. Sony is NBA 2K. No competition. Not one competition. No competition. So you know what 2K is going to keep doing? They're going to keep finessing people. They're going to keep saying, listen, we're going to change this. We're going to change just minimal changes, right? Same game, just minimal changes, right? No competition. And they're going to charge what they're going to charge. And you're going to buy it too. Same thing with Madden. Same game year after year after year after year. Nothing changes. Just few little mechanics. Oh, field sense technology. Man, get that out of here, bro. Get that out of here, bro. It's the same game. No competition. So, prime example on why we don't need Sony to be comfortable. Prime example on why we need Microsoft to fight back. Stop freaking giving up and fight. My coach used to tell me whenever I used to get tired on the court, no, Marlon, get up. What you doing bending over on your knees? Bro, move, hurry, push. Get down there with that ball. Talking about you want a sub. Nah, no sub. Go, push. See what I'm saying? Middle school, elementary school, I've been hearing that, bro. Push. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you tired? You ready to give up? You want to sit down? Nah. Bench. He used to tell me bench are for losers. Are you a loser? No, sir. Keep freaking going. Even if you tired, keep going. And that's what's happening with Microsoft right now. They want to freaking give up in the console space. Let's get into the first topic here, man. This is not good. 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 This is not freaking good, because more and more developers are going to come out and say this crap. Let's go into the first topic here. I had to get that off on my chest. Look for yourselves. Y'all think this is a joke. Okay. Now let's go into this. Look at this. Good Lord Almighty. Look at this right here. Phantom Blade Zero dev. Nobody needs Xbox. Do you see the headline to this? This is a problem. I just finished talking to you guys about 50 minutes of this discussion. This is a problem. Phantom Blade Zero dev. Nobody needs Xbox. That's a problem. We need Xbox. You see this type of statement? That is bad for business. That's bad for Microsoft, right? This is bad for them. You see what I'm saying? Because Microsoft needs a better impression when it comes to people buying their hardware. What? This is savage, bro. This is the most savage thing I've ever seen from a developer. Nobody needs Xbox. Nobody needs Xbox. Why? Nobody needs an Xbox. Nobody needs Xbox. This is sad. This is so freaking sad. When I saw this, I said, oh my Jesus. Wow. Bro, it's only getting worse and worse and worse. Let's go ahead and let's read this article. This is a darn freaking shame. In a recent report published by a Brazilian outlet attending China Joy 2024, it was claimed that the Phantom Blade Zero developer had some harsh words for Xbox ecosystem. It was explained by, look at this, it's multiple developers. It was explained by developers of both Black Myth Wukong, a game that is not even launching on Xbox day one. This is sad. So not only it's S Game, which is Phantom Blade Zero developer, but also Black Myth Wukong. And they both said they don't have the exclusivity agreement in place with Sony. So basically that was one of the biggest thing, right? Is that people were saying that, oh, Sony money hatted Black Myth Wukong, so that's why it's not on Xbox and things of that nature. They're coming out and saying that, bro, both Phantom Blade Zero and Black Myth Wukong does not have an exclusivity agreement with Sony, right? And they just don't see the need to bring their games to Xbox. Look at this right here. They don't see the need. Let me big this up on screen. This is sad. They don't see the need to bring their games to Xbox. That sucks. You don't want to see this, man. You don't want to see reports like this. This is so bad. Nobody needs this platform. Wow. This is coming from the Phantom Blade developer. S Game developer was questioned about the distribution of Phantom Blade Zero at China Joy. Part of their response was nobody needs this platform. That's so freaking bad, bro. And I just finished talking to you guys about the seriousness of this, bro. That's because Microsoft is not aggressive in Asia. They're not aggressive in Europe. And that is a problem. Nobody needs this platform. Are you kidding me? We need this platform, bro, so that this platform can put pressure on Sony right now. Man, this is so sad. I can't believe I'm reporting on this right now. Thanks to Icon Era's John Elden Ring for the source. The anonymous developer was talking about Xbox. Oh, Lord have mercy. Reportedly, they went on to say that the console platform isn't popular in Asia. Look at this. I just finished talking to you guys for 50 minutes about this stuff. Y'all think this is a joke. This is what I've been saying all this time. You need to push in Asia. Do better in Asia. Do not pull the marketing budget for your marketing in Europe and in Asia. You need to push. See this right here? This is apparently the reason why. The console ain't popular in Asia. Why should we put our games, which is true, why should we put our games on a console that's struggling in Asia, for one? So that means our game is going to struggle. This is the main reason why you see a lot of developers are like, nope, we're skipping Xbox. You see why. It ain't because of console war or console fanboying. It's just the facts. The game is just not going to perform well in sales on their particular platform because in that region, they suck. And Microsoft just wants to give up. Man, this is a darn freaking shame. And that Microsoft has made it tough. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And Microsoft made it tough to develop games for the Xbox Series X and S by creating a very overloaded ecosystem. So not only the fact that they're struggling in Asia, but also the fact that Microsoft made it tough for them to develop their games. And this is the truth.
For the dono.
This is truth.
Microsoft should have kept their focus on the console space and releasing great games, and they created the Xbox savior, which is Game Pass, and their savior is also going to be the death of Xbox.
It's sad. Thank you, Michael. It's sad, bro. Thank you so much. It's so freaking sad because this is what I've been saying. I'm going to get to the development side of things in just a little bit here, but it says right here that Black Myth Wukong is being released on August 20th on PS5 and PC, while Phantom Blade Zero is assumed to be dropping in 2026. Oh my Lord God. So the game ain't even coming out. It was true that you guys were saying. The game ain't even coming out this year. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Why 2026? Why? Anyways, take all the time you need. What? Wait, 2 more years? Why? The game looks polished. The game looks good. Why we gotta wait till 2026? Whatever. It says I've linked these 2 titles here because of S Game and Game Science we're at China Joy, and the Brazilian article makes it clear from the developers that while both games aren't being released on Xbox, it isn't because they have secured any exclusivity deal with Sony. So there it is. Sony didn't money hat any doggone thing. This sucks, dude. This sucks. Oh my God, have mercy. So there you have it, folks. 2026, apparently, for Phantom Blade Zero. I thought Phantom Blade Zero was dropping this year. I mean, people are playing it at China Joy. People are playing it. They're playing it at Tokyo Game Show. Oh boy, 2026. That's 2 years from now. Well, take all the time you need. I know some of us are going to be upset. Take all the time you need on that. Now, let's get back into the huddle. Listen to me right now. Listen, huddle up. Listen. We got to talk game plan now. What have we heard from developers in the past about developing for Xbox and stuff, right? That, especially in the very beginning of this generation. When Microsoft still had the Xbox One console tagging along, right? That it was difficult right there and then for developers to scale down to the original Xbox and make sure developing for all those SKUs. Not only that, but the situation where the development kits and also the SDK and everything like that was challenging for developers to develop for. Right? They call it the tools. Remember, the development tools. And Microsoft has now made it a little bit more easier for developers to develop their games on their actual platform. Right? So because it was a bit more complex. And then not only that, but features are being stripped from the Series S version and affecting the Series X version at the same time. All this parity situation was affecting a lot of stuff. All this parity clause. You guys remember the parity clause? It was a lot of parity clause that was going on. Look at what was that game? Baldur's Gate. Remember the Baldur's Gate situation? Right? Features were getting stripped. And Microsoft was like, no, if you're going to develop for Series X and S, you better make sure the features are the same across the board. You got to make sure that if you're not going to develop and keep those feature sets the same, don't even bother. You understand what I'm saying? So now developers have a hard time trying to keep the same features as the Series X because of the limited VRAM or the limited capabilities of the S. Y'all think this is a joke? Let's bring it up. This is Sunday. Y'all think this is a joke? Look at this right here. Another game. I'm telling you, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse as time progresses. Listen, games are getting more complex to develop for, right? Unreal Engine 5, you can say it's garbage all you want, but engines like Unreal Engine 5 are going to be the future. Period. End of story. Games are going to get more complex, right? Look at this. Y'all think this is a joke. Look at this. This is what developers are struggling with right now. Look at this right here. Even though a lot of them are lazy. Let me big this up on screen because y'all think I'm capping. There's no capping here. Look at this. Gaming. This is a disgrace. Gaming news. Marvel's freaking Rivals stumbles at 540p on Series S. I'm not joking. Marvel Rivals faces graphics troubles on Xbox Series S, leading to heat discussions among gamers online.
For the dono.
This is not a joke.
If they make their new console more like a PC as rumored, that solves that problem. Their development falls in line with PC.
Everything is always developed on PC and then scaled from there, or develop on the lowest common denominator, whatever that platform or console is, and then scale from there. But at the same time, these are not good headlines. Bro, we're 4 years into the generation. 4 years, right? 4 years. And we're lagging behind. These games are not even running right on Series S. Right now, granted, you could say, well, Marlon, that's lazy developers, or Marlon, that's developers not utilizing their games correctly or not optimizing their games correctly. And I will agree. A lot of this stuff comes down to optimization. But even when the game is properly optimized, even when these developers are not lazy, they're just limited in terms of the system. You know what I mean? You can't pull more hardware power and capabilities out of a hardware that's already limited. The Series S is already limited. What's going to happen year 2 from now? You know what I mean? Like how are these how is GTA 6 going to run? Which we did cover this on the last edition of the show, where we said that, dang, how GTA 6 is going to run. If Marvel Rivals is running at 540p and ruining the quality of the actual game in the midst of all of it, how is GTA 6 gonna run for casuals, right? I know casual gamers don't necessarily care about resolution or frame rate for the most part, but you're gonna have to start freaking caring when you're playing games at 540p. Like, that's insane. Oh my Jesus, have mercy, bro. This is oh, the shocking graphics drop. Oh my God, have mercy. Marvel Rivals drop into a loop. Oh my God, have mercy, bro. This is sad. This is sad, man. This is sad. Look at this. Recognizing that even the high-end GPUs like the RTX 4080 struggle to provide consistent frame rates. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know, man. What is it? What is the problem here? Is it the developers solely on this one, or is it the console? I have no idea. It's just... If a game like Marvel Rivals is running like this right now, can you imagine games like GTA 6? What is that going to run at? 240p? At what? 10 frames per second? Okay, let's move on. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. Microsoft has a lot of work to do in the console space. They have a lot of work to do, both on the game development side and also on the hardware sales side. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's move on. Let's move on, bro. Sad, man. Sad times we're living in. Okay. Let's look at these. Microsoft put this out there. I wanted to share this with you guys because I feel like this is pretty significant when it comes to the Xbox platform. So, Microsoft put out a first-party roadmap, which obviously they had the Xbox showcase. And, we kind of have a little, insight on what's coming to the Xbox console this year. And I have applauded Microsoft for having a spectacular Xbox showcase. And they do have a strong lineup for 2024. Avowed would have been number 6. They had 6 games line up for this year. But unfortunately, it's down to 5 because, Avowed is 2025. February 18th of 2025. So if you take a look here, they have World of Warcraft. I mean, these are all just extensions of the existing franchise, like DLC and stuff. You got Diablo, Vessel of the Hatred. You got Age of Mythology, Aura History of Untold. That's coming out in 2024. You got Black Ops 6. That's a huge game, for Xbox gamers. You got, Flight Simulator 2024. I think some of you guys have been talking about that. You have Indiana Jones. We don't have no release date on Indiana Jones.
Thanks for the dono.
Let's take these donations.
Xbox XS was the biggest mistake ever.
It's sad, bro. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's really sad. It's really sad.
Thanks for the dono.
A game will only run as good as the hardware. Optimization can only get you so far.
That is true.
The optimization argument isn't bulletproof.
That is true. Because you can optimize your game all you want, but if you don't have the hardware to run the game to its fullest potential, then you're gonna have issues. Period. End of story. And that's the limited amount of VRAM. The limited amount of VRAM. We see it in the PC master race. If you have a computer with limited amount of VRAM, the results are going to show. Doesn't matter how polished the game is. You're going to get less frames, less performance, especially if the TDP is not so great. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Because if you don't have the hardware to play these games at their fullest potential, you're going to run into a bunch of limitations. Right? So back on this roadmap here. Like I said, you have Black Ops 6. I'm looking forward to Black Ops 6. Day 1. That's Game Pass. I'm a Game Pass subscriber. Day 1. Indiana Jones. I have a strong feeling that Indiana Jones is going to get delayed till 2025. I don't know why. I have a strong feeling. But I'm looking forward to Black Ops 6. I'm looking forward to Indiana Jones. Starfield Shattered Space. I still have to finish up Starfield some more. And also Towerborn. Towerborn looks interesting. So there, you have 5 games for 2024. And then on top of that, you do have Age Mythology. And then you do have Aura of History Untold. And then, so literally you have what? That's what? How many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 games this year. Maybe that's why Microsoft was saying, listen, we got so many games coming out in the holiday season. Yeah, we got to push back Avowed. Plus, Avowed need more polish. Then if you look on 2025, you got South of Midnight. You got Avowed. At least we have a clear road. This is the difference between Sony and Microsoft. Microsoft, we have a clear roadmap of what we can expect for 2025. We have Avowed, we have South of Midnight, we have Doom, The Dark Ages, which is on PlayStation, and we have Fable. So those are 4 solid games for Game Pass for 2025. You see what I'm saying? So again, so much more to look forward to, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. All of this sounds great, but like I said, software is the best that they've ever had in years. The hardware is suffering right now. It's on a ventilator. It literally is. Like, their hardware segment right now is on life support. Like, they have to figure out something. Start pushing more in Europe. Start pushing more in Asia. Or else we're going to see more and more developers like Black Myth Wukong, Game Science, and S Games say, nope, we ain't putting our games on Xbox. And who's going to end up suffering in the end? We, the people who sit there and buy a Series X, the people who sit there and bought a Series S, we are going to be the ones suffering. The people who spend their hard-earned cash on these consoles. So if Microsoft is still sitting here giving a blind eye to this stuff, these are going to be the results. You see how pissed Xbox gamers are? The fact that Black Myth Wukong is not launching day one on Xbox, that is a disgrace. And that sucks. Because now it's like, oh, shoot. I don't have a PC powerful enough to run Black Myth Wukong. I don't even have a PC. Oh, shoot. I don't even have a PS5. I just have an Xbox. Well, you're just crap out of luck, right? Because Microsoft and their actions, oh yeah, we're just not going to push in Asia and we're not going to push in Europe. We give up. We're going to put less efforts. Bro, when you put in less effort, you get less freaking results. If you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out on a situation, that's the exact, what you put in is what you get back out. And this is it right here. So next year, moving into next year, I'm telling you guys, if I hear another game skipping Xbox, I'm going to be really upset. Because then it defeats the purpose of owning the actual console. Then it's like, well, Marlon, why own an Xbox? Why own an Xbox if games are going to be skipping it moving forward? Games that I want to play, that's on the PS5. And I can't afford a PS5 right now. All right, in my closing, we're going to go to the Q&A portion of the show. I know that this topic is very spicy, and I'm pretty sure people are going to have their 2 cents on this. So if you haven't gotten your opinion across, now is the time. We're in the Q&A portion right now. Please hit that like button on the show. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And let's get into the Q&A. Super chats are welcome. They definitely do help out our show to continue our show moving forward, and also consider becoming a member if you want to help out our membership community. All right, so we're in the Q&A portion, man. This is not a good look. I want to hear y'all thoughts about this, because the fact we don't even know when we don't know when Black Myth Wukong is coming out on Xbox. Oh Lord Jesus, why God, why? I know some of you guys are going to say, well, I don't care about this monkey game, Marlon. I don't care about it. I know some of y'all are going to be saying, I don't care for Phantom Blade Zero. That's not my type of game. I hear you, but that's besides the point. What if it's a game that you actually care about? Then what? How you going to respond to that? Is that when you're going to start caring? Oh, I don't care about that monkey game. I don't care about no Phantom Blade Zero. Those games are garbage. It's not my cup of tea. I hear you. But what's going to happen down the road before we get to the next generation of Xbox and more third-party developers come out and say, yep, we're skipping Xbox. And it's a game that you want to play on your Xbox console. Let's see what your response is going to be then. You don't have to care about the monkey game. You don't have to care about Phantom Blade Zero. Oh, it's Souls. I don't care for Souls games. I hear you, dog. But what's going to happen when it's a game years down the line or next year that skips Xbox entirely? Then what you going to do? Yeah, you're probably going to throw your Xbox out. You're probably going to throw it out because you're going to be like, oh, shoot. Oh, I'm freaking pissed now. Too late. Too little, too late. You should have been pissed when stuff is hitting the fan. Because now it's hitting the fan now. And it's only going to get worse. The deeper and deeper we get into this generation, it's only going to get worse. Man, this sucks, dude. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's get into Q&A right now. I don't know. I'm done. Let's get into Q&A. Dan says, Marlon, I extended my Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to 36 months.
Dono.
Wow.
Marlon, I extended my Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to 36 months. I love day ones, via cdkeys.com. My question, should I expect more on Game Pass Ultimate than PS Plus Premium, talking ABT value?
Let's break this thing down. So we got two separate type of business model here. Sony is not putting their day one exclusives into PlayStation Plus Premium or into PlayStation Plus. Microsoft is. And if that is something of value to you, then that sums up your answer, right? Because
Thanks for the dono.
if you care about...
Hint hint CDK's discount price does help.
Man, people are taking advantage of every single option that they can. Yeah, so thank you so much, Dan. Yeah. So to answer your question, it comes down to what you value more as a gamer. You know what I mean? What do you value more? Do you value day one exclusives? Do you value, EA Play? Do you value, Xbox Live? Obviously, PlayStation Plus online is bundled in there. Like, there's so many different things, bro, that's bundled into Game Pass. If all those cloud gaming is bundled in there as well.
Thanks for the dono.
The only way Microsoft can better the console sales is stop with Game Pass. I don't know any other way to say it. Remember, games sells consoles.
That's not going to happen. Dwayne, sorry. That's not going to happen. Sorry, that's not going to happen. Get rid of Game Pass to sell more Xbox consoles? They're not going to get rid of Game Pass. Game Pass is their lifeline. Game Pass is their bread and butter. It's not happening. They're never going to get rid of Game Pass is what saved them from the ashes of completely dying out. Literally. I mean, Game Pass was their olive branch. It was their olive branch to get up out of the rut, because literally Xbox was fixing to be done. Literally, until Phil brought Game Pass to Microsoft. No kidding. They are never going to get rid of Game Pass. Game Pass is their future. Game Pass is the heart and soul. It's a heartbeat of Xbox right now. It's not going nowhere. Right? So now, being that Game Pass ain't going nowhere, now Microsoft is going to have to find another channel, find another lens to look at this thing and figure out, how can we sell more hardware? How can we be more effective? In Europe, in Japan, in China, in Asia, because they suck in Asia very badly. They've been struggling in that, bro. They've been struggling since Xbox One. Y'all think this is a joke? Y'all really think this is a joke? Microsoft have been struggling very badly in freaking Asia and in Europe since Xbox One. This ain't their first rodeo. And they're still struggling right now and lagging behind the 360 in sales, lagging behind the Xbox One in sales. So it's even worse now. And then now we're getting reports that they're fixing to pull out of pushing consoles in those regions. This is a catastrophe. This is a train wreck that's fixing to happen right now. Because now it's like, well, the train's about to get derailed. It's like, you have developers coming out saying they skip an Xbox platform because who needs an Xbox? Nobody cares about an Xbox because the console don't sell in those regions. So you already suffocating the hardware at that point, and you're not marketing, you're not pushing. So it's like, if you're not marketing or you're not pushing, then what the heck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. They're not getting rid of Game Pass. I'm sorry, bro. That's not how it works, bro. That's not how it works.
Thanks for the dono.
Before I forget, Bomax, Hulu and Disney Plus did Ultimate Bundle. Should we expect a PS Plus Premium, and Game Pass Ultimate Bundle in the future?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to always do that. Just like how Microsoft, work stuff out with EA, Ubisoft, Discord, all these different companies, right? They're bundling different services into Game Pass Ultimate to make it the more appealing, the more appealing subscription service to go for. So yes, yeah, they're going to do that. They're always going to remodel these tiers, right? Or come up with new tiers or add stuff or take away stuff. You know what I mean? That's just the nature of the beast. That's just the nature of the business. So yeah, expect more stuff to be added to Game Pass Ultimate, right? In terms of, you know, more services that you guys care about or things of that nature. Like, see, they just added, what was it? You know, Xbox now can do the GeForce Now situation. That's really cool for people who care about GeForce Now. You know, it's what I'm saying. Like, I give Microsoft their flowers, bro, when it comes to the Xbox console ecosystem. Like, in terms of the UI, in terms of the amount, I mean, when it first launched, it was just all over the place. Now it's just more streamlined. You know, they added dynamic themes. They added, you know, they kind of ironed out a lot of the placements for, you know, Game Pass or Xbox Live or Microsoft Store or whatever the case may be. They ironed out a lot of things. And so, yeah, I do expect them to add more features to Game Pass. And obviously Game Pass is only going to go up in price. Like, it's never going to come back down. So the more and more the price increases, the more and more they're going to be adding more stuff to it. And same thing with PlayStation Plus Premium as well. Yeah, man, they're not getting rid of Game Pass. It's just not going to happen. I know some of you guys are, you know, burnt out on the notion of subscription services because you feel like that's killing the industry, right? But at the same time, it's not going away. It's not going away. Even though we see quarter after quarter numbers are falling off, numbers are going up, falling off, going up, sometimes falling off completely and not even going up certain quarters. These companies are still going to have these subscription services. Sony ain't getting rid of PlayStation Plus Premium. They're not getting rid of PS Plus. That's going to be forever be a thing. Same thing with Microsoft. Game Pass will forever be a thing. I mean, the end goal for Microsoft, I don't know if you guys know, it's 100 million subs. 100 million subscribers, y'all. 100 million. 100 million plus. How are they gonna what they're at right now? Maybe 30 something million. They got ways to go before they get to that goal. Ways to go. You see what I'm saying? So come on, guys. Come on, man. Yeah, that's the reality, bro. They got to. I can't. I say it till I can't say it no more. Microsoft needs to be more aggressive in the console space. Period. Or else more games are going to get delayed. Not even just delayed, but yeah, delayed, canceled altogether or skipping altogether. We don't want those things because what that does is that's a free layup for Sony. That's a free layup. Oh, shoot. I'm coming in the lane right now. Oh, shoot. I'm on top of the key. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming in the lane. I see a clear path. Easy layup. Do you want to keep giving easy layups or do you want to defend? Right now, Microsoft ain't playing no defense. Microsoft is not playing no defense in the console space. They giving Sony easy layups. Ain't you tired of Sony scoring on you? D up. You know what I mean? Lock in. Wasting my time talking. Because ain't nothing going to change. Ain't nothing gonna change. I'm literally just wasting my time talking because ain't nothing gonna change. Easy layup after layup. I mean, Sony just right, left, right-handed, left-handed. I'm laying up. Sony doing step back jumpers. You know what I'm saying? Sony draining all their free throws. Sony slam dunking in the hardware space. I mean, they're doing all 360 windmills. Vince Carter. Man, they doing old school Shaq ripping down the freaking goalposts and freaking Microsoft just standing there like, yeah, we don't care. Hi, baby. Hi. How was work? Yeah, you real? Yeah, I think so. I didn't even bring the thing in here. Love you. So yeah, it's just like, man, You giving easy freaking layups. Easy layups. Nah, man. We ain't no easy layups around here, bro. I'm blocking. I'm contesting. Every doggone thing. I'm gonna make you work for that layup. It ain't gonna you ain't fixing to come here and just score as you have a like. Nah, get out of here with that. You know, the Kembe Mutombo. Get that out of here, bro. I'm taking that ball and I'm slapping it off the freaking goalpost. You see what I'm saying? Get that garbage out of here, bro. No. The Kembe Mutombo. No. You're not getting no easy goal over here, yeah? You're not getting no easy goal over here, yeah? We canceling that, yeah? You not making a jump shot or an easy layup, yeah? We stopping that right now within its tracks, yeah? Come on, man. Ain't no easy layup out of here. Man, get that out of here. Get that garbage ball out of here. Trying to... What? Man, nah, bro. No. No easy layup out here, bro. No. Man, it's sad, bro. It's sad, bro. It's just like, is that what some people want, man? Some people want Microsoft to just give up and get out the console space. Yeah, keep having that mindset and see what happens, bro. Keep having that mindset. Everybody is talking about this topic right now. No Xbox games, or nobody needs Xbox. Lord Jesus, help us today. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going to happen, man. It's sad. This is the worst. This is literally the worst, man. It's only going to get worse, man. It's going to get way worse than what it is right now, because some people just don't care, bro. And it's very sad because it's like, oh, yeah, I don't care. I can already see some people, you know, the fanboys. Oh, nobody cares about a monkey game. Listen, you don't have to care about a monkey game. It's the principle behind it. You see what I'm saying? It's the principle behind the whole thing. You don't have to care about a monkey game. You don't have to care about a Souls-like game, even though it's not a Souls-like game, according to S game with Phantom Blade Zero. You don't have to care about Phantom Blade. The point of the matter is that right now it's not looking too good. And I don't know what Sarah Bond is going to do, because she's over hardware. I don't know what Sarah is going to do. Let's talk, because what is Sarah going to do? You know, she talking about huge technical leap. Well, is the games going to be a huge technical leap moving forward? Is the console sales going to be a huge technical leap? Are you guys going to be a more aggressive in the console space? Okay. Over here giving Sony free layups. Sony over here laying up the ball. Generation after generation, just laying up the ball. 2 generations in a row. You giving away shots. You know what I mean? How you expect to win if you sitting here giving up free 3-pointers? Sony, go to the 3-point line. Oh, no competition. Wait. Sony, come inside the key. Wait. Sony, going in the lane, driving to the lane. Layup. Oh, wait. Left layup. Wait. Sony like, oh, okay, you're not defending? Okay. Allen Iverson, cross up. Okay. Still not D'ing up? All right. Cool. We gonna bring down the whole goalpost. Dang, bro. That's a darn freaking shame. Microsoft, man. You got to be aggressive, dog. Because my heart goes out to Xbox fans out there who really want to play Black Myth Wukong and don't have a PC. And my heart always goes out to people.
Xbox week on console and subscription is strong, but yeah, it killed them. PlayStation consoles and exclusivity and hardware is legit, but PS Plus leaves more to be desired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All facts. Man, listen, man. That's the thing that I was saying, like, in the software department, like, in the software, they doing good. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Shack that thing down, man." Oh my Lord, they just Shaq attacked that rim, bro. The whole rim, the backboard, everything coming down.
GTA 6 is skipping the Series S.
Don't say that, bro. No. Can you imagine? Oh, hold on. Rusty, thank you so much for the $5. Listen. Can you? No. Can you imagine? Guys, I'm so serious about what I'm saying right now. Can you imagine if Microsoft cannot afford that? Can you look at the hiccups that developers have been having this generation with the series consoles, with developing for the series consoles, and the parity situation, all the parity stuff, the parity clause and all this and that. This have to be the same, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't believe that. They need GTA 6 because the casuals, that's where a bulk of that money is going to come from. That's where they're going to swim in cash. Bro, come 2025, holiday 2025, all hands are on deck. Which company can make the most cash? Which company can sell the most consoles for GTA 6? We can't have this problem when it comes to GTA 6. This is why I was saying earlier, like, sorry guys, that we need to care right now.
Xbox a thing of the past unless you a casual.
Sad, man. It's sad that you're saying that, bro. It's sad, bro. That's hurtful, bro. That's hurtful, man. It's sad, bro. Because like I said earlier, you don't have to care about a monkey game. You don't have to care about Phantom Blade Zero not being on Xbox. You don't have to care now. What's going to happen when the bigger stuff that you want to play skips Xbox as well? What's going to happen? I'm just saying that there's no way GTA 6 is going to skip Xbox. There's no way. Even if the game has to run at 240p, or even if the game has to run at 720p or 1080p 30, worst come to worst, maybe 1080p 30, maybe 720p 60, it's going to release on Series S. Microsoft cannot afford that. They will do anything in their power. Are you crazy? Do you know how much millions of dollars Microsoft will be losing out on? I mean, that's more than an easy layup to Sony. I mean, Sony is already shooting every position of the court. Sony's just like, listen, man, I'm Steph Curry right now. I'm shooting behind the half court line. I mean, it's so easy. Sony's like, oh, okay. You don't want to contest? Oh, you're not gonna really try harder so that GTA 6 can release on Series. Oh, we're shooting behind the half court line now. We gonna make that thing. It ain't even gonna hit the rim. It's just gonna go swish. Nah, bro. I don't believe that. GTA 6 might not run at 1440p 60 or 1440. It will be a miracle if GTA 6 runs at 1440p 60 on Series X. That would be a miracle. The only way that will ever happen is if GTA 6 is just so well optimized to the point where it's running on every console with no hiccups, no problems, nothing. Like I judging Rockstar's history, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm sorry, man, but I don't know. Mr. Krab says next Xbox will be a PC hybrid console. Yes. Yes. So that's what shout out to Colt Eastwood. Colt Eastwood did a video on that. Basically saying that the next Xbox console is going to be a PC / console hybrid. And in that regard, that will be game changing for Xbox. Right? That will be game changing for Xbox. But
there's no way GTA 6 is playable on Series S.
I mean, I'm just going to say it like this, bro. Rockstar has already confirmed that it's PS5 and Series consoles. So I'm just saying that's what we do know. We don't know nothing else about GTA 6 beyond trailer 1 and the fact that it's on both PS5 and Series consoles. So in that regard, it's safe to say, it's a safe bet that is going to release on series consoles. The issue that we're going to run into is if Marvel Rivals is running at 540p right now on Series S, right? And that's an Unreal Engine 5 game. Obviously, Rockstar have their own proprietary engine, right? So that's different. But that engine now, what's it called? The Rage engine, or if I'm not mistaken, is it the Rage engine? That's what it's called. I don't remember. I think that's what it used to be called. Remind me in the chat. I have so many things in my head right now thinking about. And that engine is gotten better over the years, especially with GTA 6 looking basically photorealistic. Oh Lord. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. He says, Wukong said it would be on both Series X, but now it's getting delayed. No. Mike, listen to what I'm saying. Mike, hear me. Microsoft that's Black Myth Wukong, though. This is GTA 6. A generational game. A once-in-a-generation type of game. That's Black Myth Wukong. I hear what you're saying, Mike, but that's Black Myth Wukong. Microsoft cannot afford not to have GTA 6 on Series S, which that's their main console. I hope you know that, right, Mike? I hope you know that, right? The main console, apparently, according to Digital Foundry, from what they heard from Microsoft themselves, is not the Series X. The Series X is not the main console for Microsoft. The S is their main console. So they're for the casuals and less for the hardcore. So Mike, hear me loudly and clearly. Microsoft cannot afford to not have GTA 6 on the S. No excuses. All hands on deck. I'm pretty sure Microsoft is taking regular visits to Rockstar Games right now. But like Microsoft is like this. This is Rockstar. Microsoft is like, please, Rockstar, please. We're begging you. We know our console is limited on VRAM. We know that there's other limitations right now with feature sets when it comes to the Series S, but please, we need GTA 6 on our console. We don't care at what resolution it runs at. We don't care at what frame rate it runs at. We need you to put this on our console. Please, Rockstar. Please, we're begging you. Please, Rockstar Games. We need you right now. We need you to put GTA 6 on our console. Please, we're begging you. We're asking you right now. Please. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft takes a visit to Rockstar Games and be like, listen, just like the Baldur's Gate situation, bro, where they had to bargain with them to get the game release on Xbox because it was just going to be for PS5. And then they were like, oh, okay, yeah, the parity situation, we'll throw that out there. Just get the game out there. I'm telling you, they're gonna have to have conversations like that. Because they cannot afford not to have GTA 6.
Thanks for the dono.
Keyword Marlon Lowell playable on Series S.
Playable. Yes. Listen, man. Listen. Because of the hardware limitations of the Series S, it's safe to say that it's just going to be playable. Now, playable could mean various different things. Playable could just mean 720p at 30 frames. Playable could mean 540p at 20 frames or 25 frames. We don't know. But it's going to be playable. But it ain't going to be close to what Series X is going to do. And it ain't going to be close to what the base PS5 is going to put out. Like the PS5 and the Series X console is going to walk circles around the Series S version. So if you're a Series S version owner, I don't know what to tell you. Don't go into this expecting no crazy resolution and no crazy FPS, because it's just not going to happen. Because if we see in games right now, like Black Myth Wukong and Baldur's Gate and all those other games, like struggling right now and can't even be on, man. Man, I don't know what to say, bro. And here's the thing. 2025,
Thanks
guys.
for the dono.
Microsoft, on their knees giving BJs, now they need to have dignity?
Man, they got to do, listen, they got to do whatever they got to do to get this deal through. They got to do whatever they got to do to make it happen. I'm telling you, don't be surprised if Microsoft don't already have that conversation with them. We don't need another Baldur's Gate situation. We need you guys to put this game, whatever. Do we have to pay you more money? Whatever it takes to get GTA 6. You know how much money Microsoft is going to make? Do you know how many Series S consoles they would sell if the game, say for instance, if the game runs at least 1080p 60, do you know how many consoles they would sell? Listen, because the casual don't really care about 4K. Marlon, why are you saying that? Because the casuals don't really care about 4K. Casual gamers don't necessarily care about higher frame rate, higher resolution. They just want the game to be playable and they're happy. They don't give a doggone if it's 720p resolution. But truth be told, I will be surprised if that game is at least 1080p 60. I want it to be at least 1080p 60 because at least it's playable, and it's more than playable at that point. And a lot of you dudes will probably be comfortable playing GTA 6 at 1080p 60 on Series S. But who knows? Who knows if that's going to happen? Ugh. Ninja, what's up, man? I don't know, man. He said you're out of your minds if you don't believe Xbox is going to support GTA 6 devs regularly. Exactly. Mike, you know exactly what this is. You know what this is. My point exactly, bro. A lot of these, if you honestly think that Microsoft ain't making regular visits or making a visit to Rockstar Games and making sure that a Baldur's Gate situation don't happen again, that a Black Myth Wukong situation don't happen, that a Phantom Blade Zero situation, you are crazy in your minds if you think that's not the case. You don't think that they're begging, or at least, okay, what can we do to loosen up the load? We know that the hardware is limited, but what can we do? You'll be crazy in your brains. Listen, bro. Marlon, why are you saying that? Because Series S is the Game Pass machine. It's a Game Pass machine. It's a Game Pass machine. So that's why. That's where they get you locked into their ecosystem. Don't you understand that? That's why the Series S is so important to Microsoft this entire generation, because it's the Game Pass go-to machine. It's cheaper. It's more appealing to consumers who don't have it like that. And it's a way for them to lock you into their ecosystem permanently, because it does not have a disk drive. It's not like PlayStation, where you can buy a disk drive and attach it to the Series S. So that's why. Hello? That's why. That's why Microsoft will forever push the Series S, bro. They're not going to give up on this because it's their bread and butter. The Series S is their bread. That's how they get you locked in. That's how they make the most money off of you. Not the X, it's the S. Come on, guys. I'm telling you guys, man.
Thanks for the dono.
They can't afford that.
Casuals be playing on a Roku TV anyways.
See that? And casuals be playing on an Amazon Fire Stick. You know what I mean? Even though I don't think that that's the best experience.
Thanks for the dono.
GTA 6 on Game Pass Ultimate. Very possible.
Microsoft would have to pay a lot. Well, just similar to GTA 5 being on Game Pass and stuff. Eventually, it's not going to happen day one. But GTA 6 will eventually be on Game Pass. Just like with GTA 5. I mean, it's going to happen. Not at launch, not anytime soon, but it will be eventually later down the line when the game actually runs its course and sell gazillions amount of copies and gazillions amount of consoles. Then it will release on Game Pass once it runs its course. Not now. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Microsoft is in a pickle right now because it's like, bro, because they wanted to be the more affordable box out the gate, you know, it's affecting them right now. On top of that, how much a little bit more harder it is for developers to develop their games on the platform. Like, it's just, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But listen, man, Microsoft's need that money. You honestly think Microsoft is going to sit there? If that's one area where I feel like Microsoft is going to start playing defense is when GTA 6 comes out. You know what? We were giving Sony easy layups, free throws, jump shots, 3-pointers, half-court shots, slam dunks, ripping the entire goal out of the ground. But now we're fixing to play defense now. We can't let Sony walk over us. Now we fixing to play defense, and we're going to play some good defense, because what world would you think? What kind of world in video games do you think Microsoft is just going to sit on the sideline and watch Sony rake in all that GTA 6 money and they don't rake in none? You are crazy. You are crazy. That's when they're going to start playing that defense on the court. They're going to be like, all right, Sony, we tired of you with these easy layups. We tired of you with these easy free throws, easy threes, easy half-court shots. Now we're fixing to block all that mess now. We're not about to sit on the sideline and let you keep winning, especially with GTA 6. Listen, if I was Microsoft and I'm a trillionaire, listen, too much money is never enough. I still collecting that money. I'm not fixing to watch my rival or my competition collect money and I'm sitting there just looking. Nah. Nah, bro. Let me get up on that GTA 6 money too. You crazy out your freaking mind. No, sir. That's what I said, man. Every quarter, the hardware revenue, every quarter, the hardware revenue is down, right? Because they're not pushing. They're not being aggressive. You know what I mean? More and more developers coming out saying, hey, we're skipping Xbox because of this, because of that. That's a problem. That's a problem. I said GTA 6 is not going to be to Game Pass. It's going to be a while before that game comes to Game Pass, bro. I said breaking news. Rockstar said they're skipping X. Bro, that will break the internet. Listen to me right now. Forget about what you heard. Forget about all the biggest news in gaming history that you have heard. The acquisition of Activision Blizzard King, Microsoft buying Bethesda, Microsoft porting their games over to PlayStation. None of those news can combat that type of news, if that was true that you're saying. If that comes out, that Rockstar saying they're skipping Xbox entirely, that would break the internet. That the internet will go like bye-bye. Literally, like, bro, it will be a disaster. Because the amount of people that will be pissed off at Microsoft, raging, it's not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. Microsoft is not going to allow GTA 6 to skip Xbox entirely. It's not going to happen. It's going to release on Xbox. It's going to release on there. However it runs is however it runs, but I'm just saying, like, it's gonna release on Xbox. There's no way, bro. I'm telling you, there's no way Microsoft is gonna allow that to happen. There's no way. There's no way. It's gonna release on Xbox for sure. Says, I have a feeling that GTA is going to be even more expensive than a normal AAA game. $1 billion to develop, bro. The game costs $1 billion to develop. Man, that's the most expensive game ever made to begin with. Period. He said, but what if though? Oh, man. New IPs, that would be bad. That would be bad, bro. That would be worse. That would be the worst of the worst of the worst for Microsoft. That would be so bad, dude. I'm praying. GTA 6 is a must. on Xbox. There's no exceptions. Back when I used to work for FedEx, you know what they used to tell us? All hands on deck. No exceptions. We don't care what your situation is. We don't care if you have to be home at a certain time. We don't care if you got to go pick up your kid from date. We don't care. All hands on deck. And if you can't be all hands on deck, guess what? You're fired. Literally, you're fired. That's how it was for me at FedEx. If you cannot deliver on the Purple Promise, if you cannot deliver these packages on time, you're fired. Period. End of story. So ain't no exceptions. All hands on deck right now for GTA 6 on Xbox. There's no exceptions. Microsoft cannot afford to not have GTA 6. Period. Like, this is like, bro, this ain't no joke, man. Like, said GTA 6 not day one on Xbox hardware. Bro, it better be, bro. It better be, because that's a lot of money. This time next year, bro, we should learn more about GTA 6. We should learn more about performance, resolution, all that jazz, you know, for both consoles by then. We should have deep information on GTA 6 and how development is going on the consoles and everything by then. So this time next year, God's willing, we're gonna revisit this conversation again, and we're gonna see. But I'm telling you guys right now, they cannot afford to not have this game running on Xbox. I'm telling you that. He says, what about if Xbox pays $8 billion to make it exclusive to Xbox? It's not going to happen. You know, I'm going to say this, man. The days of PS2 is over with. Remember how Grand Theft Auto was exclusive to PS2 back in the day? It's just not happening, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening. Nope. They're not gonna do that. Rockstar's like, nah, we good. We good. We good. We ain't. Nope. No exclusivity deals. Nope. We good. Yeah, we gonna turn down that money. We good. We're releasing on both platforms. We're good. It's not gonna happen, bro. $8 billion? Nah. Listen, and the reason why I'm saying no, hear me out loudly and clearly. If Microsoft, listen to me very clearly. If Microsoft right now is saying, yeah, Sony got the better marketing budget than us, think about what I'm saying. That's not because you have trillions in the bank don't mean you can spend as you have a like. Microsoft is cheap. They're still freaking cheap, bro. If they're being stingy with marketing right now in Europe and in Asia, and it's biting them in the rear right now because Black Myth Wukong ain't launching on Xbox right now, and freaking Phantom Blade Zero as well, you honestly do believe that they're going to drop $8 billion on GTA 6 exclusivity? Not going to happen. If they're cheap in that department, they're fixing to be cheaper in that regard. Man, please. Microsoft is being very precautious on their spend. Not because you got trillions in the bank. Don't mean you need to sit there and go spend billions. Now, granted, you can say, well, Marlon, they bought Activision. Well, that's for a reason. That's for a big reason. Because it fits so well with their ecosystem, right? GTA is just one game. Yeah, after a while, GTA is going to die out. But at the same time, look at GTA 5. That game sold what? Over 200 million, 10 years later, over 200 million copies. I'm just saying, man. It's not happening, bro. Microsoft is not, no. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. It's going to be on PS5 and it's going to be on Series X. Now, I think the key factor here that you have to look at would be marketing rights. Who's going to have marketing rights? That's where I could see money exchanging hands. That's where I think Rockstar Games will be like, all right, let's take that money. because that's not exclusivity. That's just marketing rights. So who's going to have the marketing rights between Sony and Microsoft? We're just going to have to wait and see. Now, that kind of deal I can see makes sense because that's something that you need. You need marketing rights for your console, right? So being that Sony has a strong history of having, the marketing rights to GTA in the past, I don't know if they're going to still have it this time around. It might be Microsoft this time. So that's the only kind of deal I could probably see on the table. And maybe whatever other, like DLC content or whatever the case may be. But other than that, dog, that's it. Like, you ain't fixing to get nothing else, and I know some of y'all be like, oh, well, that's lazy. I know, bro, but that micromanage. Yeah, there you go. Micromanage, just like Sony right now. Like Sony is micromanaging every single thing down to a T. So this is not a game. It's not a game. Like, this is serious business right now. And this puts them in a position where, well, we got to figure something out, because if we don't, we're going to be in trouble. You see what I'm saying? So everybody right now have to prepare themselves.
Microsoft will go bankrupt if they put GTA 6 on Game Pass Ultimate on day one. Truth or false /
They ain't going to do that. They're not going to do that, bro. Listen, bro. You do have to understand, here's the Achilles heel. Here's the problem with that. Not everybody cares about subscription service. Not everybody does. And even though GTA 6 would really help the growth of Game Pass, it's just not going to happen. Not every single developer wants their games to be into a subscription service. Not every gamer cares about a subscription service. So
thanks for the donut.
While people...
The console release of Black Myth is looking spooky. Zero console footage shown. There's been no mention of performance either this close to launch.
Yeah, the only thing that we have gotten so far is PC. We only got PC requirements. That's it. I'm pretty sure. We're very close right now, and we still don't know how these games. How is it going to run on PS5? We don't even know when we're getting the Xbox version anyway. But back to the Xbox situation, it's just not going to happen, bro. Jim Ryan have already said it, and I give him full credit for that. The subscription service model, bro, is not sustainable. When it comes to the industry itself, right? When it comes to gamers, like, they're the ones that are reaping all the benefits from it, but not every single gamer. Think about it. If every single gamer cares about subscription services like Game Pass, they would have way more subscribers right now. Not everybody cares about that. So with that being said, you're crippling your abilities by just putting it into a subscription service. It could sell way more. Remember this. It can sell way more than putting it exclusively into a subscription service. It can always sell more because the ceiling is higher. Because people can look at it and be like, oh, shoot, I'm buying this physical. I'm buying this for this platform or that platform or whatever. So exclusivity, bro, is very limiting on the potential of said particular game. A game like GTA 6 cannot be exclusive in a time like this. It needs to be multi-platform in order to maximize sales and profit. You see what I'm saying? Because Game Pass alone, putting that into Game Pass alone is just, it makes no sense for Rockstar to do that. You see what I'm saying? It just makes zero sense. Because not everybody's going to be downloading and playing it. Yes, it's GTA 6. Everybody wants to play. And while it will definitely increase subscribership for Microsoft, it's not going to happen. It's not. It's just not. So you got to look at it from that perspective. And you also have a lot of developers coming out and be like, yeah, you know what? We're not going to put our games in Game Pass. We just ain't. You know what I mean? We want to make the most money as much as possible. And like I said, there are going to be developers that are going to put their games in Game Pass. That's just the way it is. And then the rest is going to be like, no, We just going to sell our games the traditional way. We're going to print, press, and ship. That's it. You know what I mean? And later down the line, maybe 5 years down the line, 3 years down the line, once the game kind of dies out a little bit, then they might struck a deal with them and be like, hey, you know what? Just like GTA 5. GTA 5. Look at GTA 5 situation. It took years for that to hit Game Pass. You see what I'm saying? Even Game Pass started, 2016, 2017, and GTA 5 was still not in the Game Pass back then. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to be years later before something like that happens. Once the game runs its course, everybody bought it, that needs to play it, and it's not as popular as much, then it will go into Game Pass. That's it. I said, Marlon, had you hear of universal base income? Hey, man. Listen. This is going to be a very interesting generation. Like, it's going to be a very, very interesting. What's up, Raby? It's going to be a very interesting generation, bro. Because 2 years from now, we're supposed to be looking at the next Xbox console. So, I don't know, man. Yo, welcome back, Nighthawk. Let's go. Thank you so much, man, for sponsoring up again. Welcome back to Play Has Limits, my brother. Being a total member for 45 months. Thank you so much, my brother. And thank you guys so much today for the support on the stream. It means a whole lot, especially when we do these bonus streams, because I only do these bonus streams on Sundays when we do have something spicy to talk about, something meaningful, something impactful, breaking news, some kind of big information, and we could talk about it as a collective unit, because it's just crazy. I mean, it's been slow in terms of gaming news and in terms of information, in terms of big announcements and stuff. So we rarely do get topics like this to talk about. And this was just valid. Like, this is just crazy. Like, how can you not speak up about this as a gamer, as a gaming enthusiast, as a hardcore fan? Like, everybody is making videos now talking about this topic. Like, and this is a problem with Xbox right now, and they need to fix it, because we need so as if like we're getting games on PS5, we need it on Xbox too. Can't just be a one-way street. And that's something that I've always drived. You know, I drive that nail so hard into the ground, because this is not a one-sided affair. We need Microsoft and we need PlayStation. We need Nintendo, but Nintendo is in a league of their own. You see what I'm saying? It's already bad enough the industry is getting plagued by so many layoffs. You see what I'm saying? Like, so every time you turn around, layoff after layoff after layoff, delays after delays after delays. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy times that we're living in right now. But at the same time, on the surface, bro, like, it's crazy. Like, we need both Microsoft and Sony to keep on going, bro. Keep their foot on the gas. You know, we got freaking, Game Informer, for a lot of you guys who don't know. After 33 years, they call it quits. No more Game Informer, bro. Like, the good old days is slowly dwindling away from us. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the good old days of us, the 90s kids, the 80s kids, the 70s kids, whenever you start gaming, early 2000s, mid 2000s, late 2000s, whenever you start gaming, that time frame is slowly pulling away from us, guys. Now it's a much more serious and devastating times that we're living in right now. Gaming is changing. AI is taking over. Look at all these chipsets that AMD is coming out with right now. AI. Like, it's crazy. It's just taking over the landscape right now. Like, you know, we're seeing, you know, voice actors taking a strike right now because AI, like, it's taken over. Like, it's just a different time frame that we're living in. So it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, guys. It's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough business. Jordan says Xbox is not that down bad. Laugh out loud. He said they weren't gonna not release Call of Duty on Xbox. Oh nah, bro. They're gonna release Call of Duty. I mean, it's already confirmed. It's happening. It's coming. Sad day for gaming market. I know, bro. I know. It sucks, man. It sucks. I don't want to see headlines like this, bro. Like some people are cheering this on like this is a good thing. This is bad, bro. This is a bad thing. This is not good. This is not good. This is bad. So anybody who is celebrating this right now, come on, man. You can do better than that. We need Microsoft to compete. We need Microsoft to compete. But on that note, guys, I love y'all. I'm not going to keep y'all up too long. Thank y'all so much for the support today. We have a brand new week ahead of us with announcements, hopefully. Hopefully this month is stronger than last month. So we're going to keep our foot on the gas for you guys. And please pray for Microsoft in the hardware space right now, bro, because I don't want to see more and more games, skip Xbox. I need to see every game that's on PlayStation that is third party should release simultaneously on Xbox as well. I want Microsoft to be in this fight. I want Microsoft to compete with Sony and bring out the best in Sony. But, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. You said Dreamcast guy made a video about no Xbox games. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's making some sort of freaking video on it. But that was a stupid statement from the developer. Yeah, that was being savage. 100% savage. That was being 100% savage. But I don't know, man. The fact that and technically, bro, we have no information about Black Myth Wukong releasing on Xbox. We don't know when it's happening. The only thing that we heard was we need more time. We need more time. That's it. We don't know anything else. And it sucks that we're hearing stuff like this. Like this, it just can't be real. Like this, whatever. Whatever. But we'll see. Only time will tell, bro. He said that source is not reliable. Just check the reputation on the dev. Source is not reliable. What do you mean source is not reliable? I mean, they said that they were there. Like they were talking to these developers at China Joy. So I don't know. I don't know. But this is even... what's his name? Genkai, Japan, even talking about it. Like, this is like, I mean, I don't know. They're not saying it's a rumor. I mean, look at this right here. I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, I hope that they fix this, man. Look at this. I mean, it says Black Myth Wukong and Phantom Blade Zero do not currently have console exclusivity deals with PlayStation, as the developers have said. PlayStation are helping with the marketing for Phantom Blade Zero by supplying demo stations at events, but Dev said there is no deal at the moment. I don't know. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. I don't know. And see, it's like one of the Phantom Blade Zero developers who wish to remain anonymous also noted that PlayStation helps many studios a lot in the testing area. The company provides special debugging tools and even its own engineers, according to him. These employees are also helping with PC optimization along with the PS5 version. That's what's apparently being said. So I don't know. I don't know, man. And then they went on ahead and to say that nobody needs this platform when asked about Xbox. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Multiple sites are reporting on this. It's not labeled as a rumor. So I don't know. We will see. But all I got to say is this is bad. This is bad headlines. You know what I'm saying? This is very bad. We're talking about a game that needs 2 more years. Miss me with that. It will be on X. Yeah, when though? When will it be on X? When would it be on X though? That's the thing. They're not telling it. The only thing they've been saying is, "Oh, we're polishing it up." Like we need more time. So we don't know anything else. But my whole thing is this: like, I felt like that was a bit too harsh from the developers saying that. If this is 100% authentically true, that's bad for business, because regardless if Xbox is not strong in Europe and they're not strong in Asia, like, come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could still say it in a better way than that. You know what I mean? I think that was a bit more outlandish, but hey, I don't know. We'll see though. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, you know, we need both Microsoft and we need Sony as well. We need both of them. So I know some people are celebrating this like this is something good. It's not. You know, this is bad. This is really bad. Whenever a game skips Xbox, or whenever developers are having a tough time with developing a game for X or S or whatever, hey man, it's another delay. You know what I mean? For that specific gamer that really wants to play that game day one. So it's just, I don't know, bro. It says Xbox has been mediocre for a decade now. Microsoft has been saying you woke need an Xbox. Why? It's bad if a developer says the same thing. It's sad. It's sad. It's either way it goes. It's sad, man. To end this off, Microsoft needs to be more aggressive. They need to be more aggressive in the hardware space. They need to sell more consoles in the hardware space. You know what I mean? They need to give Sony a run for their money in the hardware space. Period. End of story. They know. Everybody knows this. So on that note, guys, I'm not going to keep up your Sunday, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Hug somebody. Tell them you love them. Forgive somebody if you haven't already. Put God first. Everything last. Smash up that like button and see if we can get over 200 likes on this bonus stream today. And we have a brand new week ahead of us. Let's hope that we can get some brand new announcements. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to Gamescom. We got some big games releasing this month. We have Star Wars Outlaws and we have Black Myth Wukong as well. So just stay tuned, man. Appreciate all you guys' support today, man. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Maximus, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Brand new week coming up again. Be ready. Get ready. Let's get our minds and our hearts ready, guys. And we need Microsoft in the gaming space. Okay? Period. End of story. And let's hope for the best for Microsoft and they can iron out all these issues right now. Love you guys. Be blessed. Take care, guys. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I'll see you guys. And hit that like button for me. Peace.